To family, what's happening? Um, it's been a minute. I had to go to school to fucking figure out place to live for right now, and oh man, it's been rough, but it's been a journey nonetheless. I give all praise due to the Most High to keep me here to continue to deliver this message. But those of you who know me probably have been waiting for my video on the spirituality craze. So pretty much this video is going to cover like many of the impending situations going on in the world right now. Excuse me. But a few years ago, they actually had in the newspaper in Sacramento, they had an article stating that there was a fad going on where most of the women were becoming or claimed or titled themselves as a witch. So if y'all didn't know, there are different facets, different lanes to this woke situation. And one of the lanes is like the spirituality. You see the woke people on Instagram, YouTube, like people just preaching real shit. Then you got the women who have always had their own empowerment movement for whatever fucking reason. Just more ways to divide us. You give us different shit to fucking be happy about, or different shit to fight for, and then we end up fighting against each other while fighting for something. It's just a never-ending cycle of shit. So, yeah, I don't know if y'all can see, but my boy got me right. Still growing out the hair. You feel me? We going free form. I don't really do the uniform getting retwisted every fucking month or so. It's just I've always been different, and I may like something, but I'm not gonna completely imitate some shit. I'm gonna always do it on my own. But yeah, I'm about to give y'all a little peep on a few things I've learned since I started this YouTube. I've been pretty much I started my YouTube on the tail end of my journey into the man I am now, and yeah, it's crazy because there's like levels to when we're talking about the conscious community being woke. There's levels to this shit, for real. And my bad, y'all. I don't know if I was covering the mic or not, but I'm gonna just upload it anyway because ain't no edits, ain't no filters over here. So let's start with the woke community. We're just gonna go men first, women last. We'll say the best for last, because that's where the real war is happening. It's funny to me that most of the words or verbiage being used against men and many other people for that matter it's all verbiage that was like recently created. And the funny thing is the person who created the gender pretty much the person who came up with the wording, the nouns, pronouns, whatever for genders, he was also tied in with. Yeah, let me not get into this too much right now. Let me go ahead and smoke first, but shit get deep, y'all. This person was tied up with pedophilia. The man was tied up with, I want to say Planned Parenthood was another one that he was a big supporter of or facilitator of, but yeah, so, and it's funny because it's Plessy versus Ferguson or Roe versus Wade, my bad. I'll be smoking, y'all. I got it in here. There's a lot of information in here. It's just when it comes out, sometimes it don't get as organized as it should be because I don't rehearse these shits. I just come out and just talk. So it's also another reason why I've been really good at research papers and essays and shit because whatever's in here is just regurgitated on paper. Always get a B, A at least. Maybe a few syntax errors and grammar, but for the most part, it'd be up there. So, Dado, I forgot his name, but the crazy part is when y'all get my subscribers up, I will be able to have all this information right here, or be able to be like one of them YouTube niggas and be like, have it right there on the video for you, but I ain't there yet. I'm working there. But yeah, y'all can Google this shit. The man who created genetics, or he like was responsible for the terminology of gender neutral, gender whatever. He was responsible for a lot of that shit. But look him up. I forget his name. Um, so now you have the woke community was starting to come up years back, and I guess I just got hit on the head with one of them woke bricks, almost. And I just picked the knowledge up, kept running, I kept picking up knowledge and bricks on the way. It's not rocket science. You feel me? That's why I harp so much on perception and perspective of things, because based on your perspective and perception of shit is going to is going to lay down the bricks. You feel me? Like I was just saying, like the woke knowledge bricks I was picking up on the way here. People through life, you pick up shit off the ground, pick up bricks off the ground. If y'all ain't noticing which bricks is knowledge and which bricks is just bullshit, y'all just picking shit up and laying down your own roads. Y'all paving your own roads with bullshit bricks. You feel me? So I guess the bricks I was just picking up just made sense. And that's why you'll hear me say a few times on these videos, like, I've had conversations with professors at the college that I go to, and other professors, people with two bachelors and a fucking doctorate degree, and they can't answer most of the questions that I have for them, which was a sign for me that I was on the right path anyway. Especially as well as seeing these these videos on the chosen ones. Bad, just making sure I'm still recording. But yeah, the crazy part is this all is like going towards, what fad comes up. So people were like, certain shit was starting to come out, like the fact that Malcolm, pretty much the way I can context it for y'all that makes it really understandable is the 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 conspiracy theories were turning into conspiracy facts, and new information comes out all the time that just becomes regular information. Like everyone thinks it's secondhand knowledge that Christopher Columbus never made it to America. But nigga, I don't know what school some of these people went to, which makes me think of like some Mandela effect. Like, what school did y'all go to where they taught y'all Christopher Columbus did not land in America? Because we were told that this nigga landed here. But then you go back and they want to cheat you and say the Americas, plural, the Americas is where he went. But this is what I'm explaining. This is where the information starts coming out and people realize they were being lied to. Which is crazy because I feel like majority of our parents didn't go to college. I don't know about y'all, but that's just what I feel. I feel like majority of our parents didn't go to college. So when most people go to college, they find out the truth, the real truth. That's as far as my experience in life. And yeah, like, so don't get fooled by the new information that comes out on where the term conspiracy theory or conspiracy in general, where it came from. Don't get fooled by this information. Because in the news, if you want to think back to it, I don't know if y'all memories work like this, but my memory does. I have a photographic and audiographic memory, which means I can memorize and literally take myself back to a situation where I can literally be there and I can see and hear everything that happened in that situation. Certain things in the room may be blurry or whatever, but that may just be key. It may just be because of this point. It may just be because certain trauma and shit that I've been through in life, head trauma and like physical damage and shit like that. But what I will say is that finding out that Martin Luther King was killed by the U.S. government, finding out that Malcolm X was killed by the Nation of Islam and the U.S. government, a lot of things just dawn on you. And yeah, I don't want to get too lost on that shit because the shit the men deal with. Anyway, but the empowerment that men were given in the woke community was that, you know, there's something bigger for you. Like, it's not just work, slave, make a family, die, leave your family, all your fucking hard-earned work money. So let's go on to the women. Women empowerment went from, of course, the right to vote to now the right to vote and the right to work the same jobs. And then it turned into having more than this person and being equal to this man for equal pay. And yeah, a lot of that shit is a facade. I'm gonna just let you know right now. And the reason why I gotta harp on the women and shit that happens like that so much is because women have been lied to their whole fucking life. Men are only lied to for about maybe the first 10 years. Maybe. And that depends on if you have a full family or you're being raised by just your mom or just your dad. But yeah, men stop being lied to around 10 years old. Around 10 years old, you start realizing the world ain't as perfect as you think it is. And women aren't going to just bow to your feet if you treat them like fucking God, and you realize women ain't perfect, nowhere near. It is just like shit keeps building and building. Women do mature faster than men. That is a fact. Biologically, you do to have kids. You mature faster, body-wise, to have kids. No one's brain fucking... No one's brain fucking forms or is molded faster than anybody else's brain. We all grow at the same pace. We men just don't get titties. We grow elsewhere when y'all start growing where y'all grow. So, what I know about voodoo may be different from what y'all know about voodoo. But when it comes to crystals, fucking tarot cards, palm readings, and there's also brujeria and santeria. I don't give a fuck what race you is. I don't care what you have to say on this matter. I am biracial. I know very, very substantial amounts of information for many different cultures, and that's because I had to move around. That's because I was around different cultures more than just black people. I mean, I know I may look black to y'all, but I'm more than just black. Even though black is everything. This melanin is everything. But I'd be lying if I said I was just black from the motherland ass nigga. No, it's not true. That's how I look at when I say what I am and what I mix with. But yeah, as far as so by the age of 2 or 3 is when the women's body starts producing more estrogen and starts kicking up faster. So to be technical, around that age is where your psychological starts getting manipulated. There's ways we could test this to see if women's brain matures faster than men. But I'm telling you, you're going to get the same results. There's certain things that women have to biologically focus on that they're going to naturally be more good at than the male would. It's just science. It's facts. It's literally God-given facts. It's that you're wired, you're hardwired. Your cells in your body are wired to make you do this like this way. Your cells and your body is wired to have a baby. That's why we won't get into the whole trans situation, because y'all gonna hate me on here if y'all really hear my thoughts on that. They already shadow banned my videos, so. But anyway, like I was saying about the brujeria and santeria, whatever y'all want to think, it is the devil. I don't care what you're saying. I don't care what you believe in. I don't care what you were told. The people, regardless of whoever's lineage right now, because we don't have no fucking revolution starting, so ain't no one smart enough to kick shit off anyway. So, regardless of what you was told, our parents didn't know half as much as they were supposed to know because they was lied to. Only difference is there's so much fucking information now. You have a fucking encyclopedia, a thesaurus, and an atlas in your phone, in the palm of your fucking hand right now. You can get some information if you really want it. You just gotta know where to look, because they're gonna lie to you. Motherfuckers will pay just to have the first thing you see to be a lie. But like I was saying about the Hispanic-ish shit, what a lot of people don't even understand, like if you're like from Jalisco, Sinaloa, España, fucking whatever fucking Hispanic, derivative that's fucking pale skinned Hispanic people, Puerto Ricans even too. What y'all don't realize is y'all are just so far down the lineage. Like what happened to y'all people to our people back then happened so long ago that it's like the Hispanic or colonials, which they really were, because they really just fucking took over somebody's shit, which was the Garifunas. They took over their shit, learned Spanish just to be able to communicate back and forth with them, added their own shit to Spanish, and then went over to America and started conquering shit. So that's the answer to that. And how they colonized or took over this specific group of people, they looked up at the trees. It was like, you see that? Wind just, all the leaves just shaking and shit. That's who we pray to, and that is how voodoo was born. That's how. And if you go to the real rural, like indigenous people spot, if you try some shit like that, they don't fuck with you. They don't fuck with that magic. They say black magic. They don't fuck with it. Like if you even try to do a card trick, like they'll like, and if they're really amazed, they're like, nah, like they'll scare the shit out of them. But it's funny because there's several people I've watched and heard speak on the situation where brujeria and santeria are literally communications with the devil and demons. But what people don't understand is, this is where I was going to say previously, like if our parents didn't know shit, and our parents' was lied to, and our parents' was slaves, what the fuck make you think that you know more than the next when everyone who taught you didn't really know shit? And this is what I'm saying. Like people, I don't know how y'all don't get this in movies. Like yes, there are movies, but there's certain shit that is very factual in movies, like in the Paranormal Activity. Like you'll get superpowers. Like you'll think that you're just like you have this sixth sense and you're just this other being, when really that's like literally one of the signs that happen before you're possessed or around the time you're getting possessed. And it's like you want to overtake this full fucking responsibility when you don't even know who the fuck you're communicating with. That'd be the thing for me, is like, yeah, you can have dreams, but like, if you can't fucking in the daytime sit there and meditate and then start fucking um, astral projecting into another dimension and see certain shit in the room that ain't there, and then you can see yourself, shut the fuck up, because you don't know what that experience is. Like that's something that I just be having to vent. This is why I get mixed up in my words sometimes, as well as because it is. But it's like people don't know what the fuck they're doing. And it's like, we're in America, so if you talking about you talk to a shaman, ain't no fucking body in America that I know of has been in any fucking peaceful state for over 10 years to say that they're a fucking shaman. Not meaning you have to like be peaceful like the whole time. Like meaning you don't have any personal drama you're dealing with. You can't go to a shaman who's dealing with baby daddy issues. You can't go to a shaman who baby mama came and fucked up the fucking trip when everybody's on the ayahuasca binge. Like, people don't understand what these words are, but this is shit that just became a thing in America. A lot of people wasn't around this shit their whole fucking life, or didn't know, or like wasn't taught the shit from like knee high. That's the shit that pisses me off. Is because y'all are really around here doing shit, and these be the same bitches that's out here drinking and shit. And I don't know if I discussed this in my previous videos, but they call the store Wine and Spirits for a reason. It's wine and spirits. There are spirits in the alcohol. Why do you think alcohol is the only thing that's widely available that if you drink too much of, you're gonna fucking die? It's legal, but you drink too much of it, you're gonna die. You can drink a little bit of it at a high velocity content. Not velocity. What the fuck am I talking about? Viscosity content. So, meaning there's more alcohol in there than water. You like, you can't even control your fucking self. Like, nigga, your balance is off. You won't remember shit if you drink too much. Like, sometimes off a little bit, if the alcohol content is high, you get fucked off and don't remember shit. Like, you at the club drinking and shit. Niggas could throw shit in your drink. Like, you really just testing the waters. And you expect somebody to praise you and look to you to connect to the Most High for information. You expect somebody to believe that shit, that y'all connecting with the right people, well, y'all body ain't even wired right. Y'all don't eat the right shit. Y'all don't live the right way, and you expect me to believe that anybody you're speaking to is connecting to the righteous. No, nah. You can miss me with that bullshit. As well as personal shit I've heard that it's like the same shit with gangs. A lot of every fucking gang throwing up gang signs and shit. You don't even realize a lot of those signs are like Illuminati shit. Like how a lot of people starting to figure out shit about the Illuminati and the hand signals. A lot of them shit is like devilish symbols. And a lot of like, y'all might not know this because y'all don't bang, but when you spray paint, a lot of the shit that you like, the way you like tag over somebody's shit, like it's a devilish symbol. Like a lot of them shits are Illuminati type symbols, and the world don't understand this to a wide level. But I'm gonna get this information out there. So y'all help me get this information out there. Y'all gonna learn a lot with me. I can't really show you a lot of the personal training shit because those videos I would low key have to edit, and it's just me right now. And I don't really got a camera person, so you feel me. I'm gonna get it done though. I'm gonna get it done. But yeah, man, y'all gotta realize the real, man. Understand, understand that if you ain't living your life right, you ain't living your mind right, you ain't on a shroom shit, on a positive note, cleansing yourself, you ain't doing shit. You ain't talking to nobody. What you see is not in a positive dimension. But this is all the shit that I'm explaining because this is all tying into that new uh, witch phase that everybody's in. This is why I'm explaining this is because I said brujeria and santeria, which one is if you're in the cultures, one is considered good and the other one is considered bad, but they're both bad. They're both bad. Just letting you know right now, they're both bad. It's so crazy coming into this information because it's like meditation is key when you think about it, but you have to you have to forge a life to where you can sit down and meditate at least once or twice a day, even if it's with your eyes open. You could even there's even meditation ways to lay flat on the ground. um, it's almost like as if you were in a gurney or some shit like that. But yeah, you just lay flat on the ground, and it's like a form of meditation. You sit and close your eyes. It's pretty. It's pretty interesting. I feel like that works for me more than the sitting up in the lotus position. But yeah. Anywho, like I was saying about the man, it's crazy the way that they're tearing the society down is man. But before before the witch shit that just became a thing like 5, maybe 6 years ago, where bitches just started going downtown out here and buying crystals. If you're inside, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Um, but yeah, fuck. Man, I just find it crazy because it's like, I don't know how motherfuckers don't see this. The reason why I was saying that men ain't lied to is because men understand that this is all a fucking, like, this is war. Like, pretty much, we treat this shit like it is the wild. That's why men operate the way we do, is because this is the fucking wild. This is kill or be killed. This is eat or be eaten. And you understand that shit when you go to work. When you at that job interview, you understand that. It's get in or get out. The fuck? And then when you get in, it's get in and get out.